Okay, what is up, everybody? Yeah, it is me, DGL, or DillsGambitLive, back again. Recently a correspondence game finished that sparked my interest. I think it was a pretty nice game. Lately I haven't really been doing much chess, as you could probably see by my rate of uploading. I think every chess player sort of comes to a point where, yeah, like. we love chess, right? But occasionally you just need to take a step back and, have a glass of lemonade and just keep your mind off of chess for a week. And that's sort of been what I've been doing. You can only take so much chess, And, sometimes just taking a step back and relaxing and doing other stuff for a little bit is rather nice. But I'm back now. And let's take a look at this game. My opponent was LVC, I believe, from Puerto Rico. And let's see how the game went. I had the white pieces, and I started out with 1d4, my normal first move. My opponent played g6, I played c4, and we quickly get into a King's Indian. And here, black choosing an interesting move order, starting with c6. I believe me and my opponent in this game had played before in a similar King's Indian, where my opponent sort of went into one of my favorite pet lions. And so I think my opponent was trying to avoid that. I played knight to f3 now, and bishop g4 immediately. Played bishop e2, simple chess. My opponent played knight to f6, bishop e3. Okay, so very normal stuff. Knight b to d7, I castled, black castled, it's all a joyful world. h3, which basically forces the trade, and we have that. And e6. So yeah, this is probably the first moment of discussion. E6 is a very interesting move. At first, it seems very odd, but when you look at it a bit closer, it's actually very flexible. Maybe at some point black could try to get in like knight b to d7 and d5. Another idea is c5, as we'll actually see. But normal actually is actually e5, I believe, right? Or is it queen to a5? I believe these are the alternatives that are more popular. I'm gonna be honest, my knowledge of this variation of the King's Indian is a bit limited, so to say. I'm not super familiar with this. I always just play like the most simple, basic setup, as you can see. But I'm pretty sure queen to a5 is actually a really interesting move here. But okay, e6 is interesting. It's very flexible, like I said. I played queen to d2. Maybe at some point wanting to play bishop h6. In this structure, I'm not really so thrilled about doing that, though, because I kind of like having this bishop here. It's sort of a flexible piece, but this is always an option. And queen to d2 is a very normal move connecting rooks. And c5. Okay, so black has to put something in the center, and here we go. Alright, I just played rook a to d1, continuing my development, getting my pieces towards the center. Very logical. Knight to b6. I played b3, just defending my c-pawn. So the position sort of resembles a Maroczy bind, excuse me. A pretty pleasant position for white, I'd say. But black can certainly play this way, I think. I think it's a very playable opening that black has gotten here. So queen to c7, and here I actually take the opportunity to play d5. I've been sort of delaying this move. It's good to stay flexible in the center, but here I felt I should play it because I felt it was a good opportunity. So here what black played is e5, and this is probably a questionable move, and what black probably should have done is taken on d5, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure how I want to recapture. Both of them make sense. I'd probably take with the e-pawn just for simplicity. But yeah, I feel like black should have gone for this. The reason is there's a lot of possibilities for black to trade off all the rooks, and we have sort of a Benoni-ish position. White is obviously still very comfortable here, but I feel this is what black should have gone for. Instead, black played e5, completely closing the center down, and yeah, I feel like this sort of plays into white's hands, you know. So I played bishop e2 now. There were alternatives. For example, bishop h6 is very logical. Maybe even a4 seems interesting to me, but okay, what I played is e5, bishop e2. So yeah, obviously my idea is to eventually play f4 and get the f-file open for counterplay. a6, and I played g3. So my idea is, first of all, to give the king a little lift, and second of all, to play f4 and have the option of recapturing with the pawn. Okay, so black played queen to d7, which is, yeah, it's not a bad move. Personally, if I was black here, I'd be very concerned with, yeah, getting squeezed. I would probably play something like,
server announcement.
Thank you, server, for interrupting me. Probably something like knight to e8 immediately, trying to get f5 ASAP, because, yeah, black does get this in, but it gives me, yeah, I feel like after queen to d7, king to h2, this sort of has improved my position slightly, because I like the move king to h2 anyways. So here, now black played knight to e8, trying to get f5 in. I played f4, take with the pawn, and now black gets f5 in. Okay, I played bishop d3, very normal move, putting my bishop along this diagonal. And yeah, here black took on e4. It's really, really hard. You can take a look at this for yourself with an engine. It's really hard to suggest a move for black. It's sort of, yeah, cramping and very aggravating. For example, if black plays a nothing move, let's say knight to f6, I'm just going to take on f5 and probably play rook to g1, and yeah, I have these sorts of ideas coming, and yeah, the black king is in deep, deep trouble. So this is sort of the idea I have, and black was obviously trying to avoid this, but after f takes e4, knight takes e4, knight to f6, and now knight to g5, hopping into this e6 square, and yeah, with devastating effects. Black played rook to e8, I played knight to e6, and black just snapped the knight off. There's no, you can't tolerate a knight there. Queen takes e6, I played rook to e1, the queen retreated, and f5. The yeah, the standard break, trying to rip open some lines against the black king. d5 was played, I took on g6, of course, got to open the lines. Black recaptured. There wasn't any alternatives, there's nothing to analyze. It's all losing for similar reasons. Okay, of course I took the pawn and d4. And here, there's actually, I could put my bishop anywhere, really, to be honest. Like g5, for example. But probably the best is bishop h6 immediately. What I played is bishop f4. I was sort of relaxing at this point. And I just felt like everything was winning. So I just played a very, yeah, sort of passive move, making sure there's no check against my king. But it doesn't spoil anything. Black played queen to c6, and now I played bishop h6. So yeah, I sort of lost a tempo there, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's so winning already with my exchange and black's open king. Knight to d7, trying to get this knight into the game. Notice how the knight has always been sort of offside over at b6. Okay, we had the trade on g7, and I played rook to g1. Very simple, but very simple but very strong.
Check.
Queen to d6 check. I just dropped back, and knight to e5. I played queen to g2. King to h8, getting off of the g file, and now I played queen to g5 with the intention of playing queen to h6 check.
Check.
Black gave the, yeah, sort of desperate check on c6. and I blocked with the rook. Very, very, very important not to play king to h2, because then
Check.
knight to f3 check would be very embarrassing, picking off major material and losing the game. So yeah, not to do that. I played rook to g2, knight to f3 anyways,
Check.
but now it's very simple. After queen to h6 check, king to g8, there's a bazillion ways to win in this position. I played the simplest,
Check.
and that's bishop e8 check, and my opponent resigned as, yeah, black is about to get mated, or at the very least lose the queen. I believe it's mate 3 from this position, or 2. Anyway, so yeah, I think that was a very nice game. Yeah, a good display against the King's Indian, I'd like to think. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed that game. So, yeah, I'm going to head over to Chess Cube now, probably, and see if I can get anything recorded over there. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.